Hello and welcome to Boomer 11 live stream. We're going to be here talking about the fantasy picks and also the preview. But before we get into stream, do not forget to join our Telegram private contest for this IPL. If you're new here, if you haven't already joined, get on the link in the description and join our Telegram channel. And we are going to be helping you win so many prizes. If you're in India, the entry fee is around 99 rupees. And if you're in UAE, you can purchase from our shop for 5 dirhams and enter into our Telegram private fantasy contest. Challenge each other, challenge the fantasy masters and Sandeepani, Jaren, and all of them, and you can be the champion tomorrow. So every day, every game, you're gonna be entering into fantasy contests according to your whims. And also at the same time, remember to download the Boomer 11 app as well, because you can only play the fantasy contest by downloading the Boomer 11 app. The first step is to get on the Telegram channel, then download the Boomer 11 app, then join the contest and have fun this IPL. So if you're in the Telegram group, you'll know the rules and regulations. It'll be out in a few moments from now, so you know how to participate in that as well. But yeah, let's get into tonight's stream. Last evening we were talking about Dhoni being the captain. This evening we're talking about Ruturaj Gaikwad, as you see on the screen in the thumbnail as well. Ruturaj Gaikwad is the captain against Faf du Plessis, an age-old opening pair of CSK. Jaren will be nostalgic right now. Tomorrow both of them will be in the toss. But either ways, Ruturaj Gaikwad is the captain of the Chennai Super Kings, and he'll be facing the Bengaluru team, that is the Royal Challengers Bengaluru tomorrow. Very interesting turn of events over the last 6 hours or so. Very Dhoni-like, drops a bombshell, sits very quietly as he, made a Facebook post 1 month ago saying that looking forward to a new role. It should have sussed there and then itself this was coming, but people were like, it's a marketing campaign. That's Dhoni. He makes you suss and make you believe it's kuch nahi hai, and it just drops it. Like, he just played the card beautifully. How to join the paid participate? See, guys, Dubai found and Gulf jobs. Just get into the link in the description. Join the Telegram channel. We will be providing you with all the rules and regulations by tonight or by tomorrow morning. You will get the Google form. You will know how to play in that. So join the Telegram channel. The link is in the description. The first link in the description. Click on it. Dubai visit and found jobs Gulf Canada. That's your name, I think. So yeah, Jaren, we will get to you. What do you make of all things which has happened over the last 6-7 hours?
Yeah, I mean, as you rightly said, pretty much the Dhoni way. Don't let anyone know. He doesn't like. I mean, I think he's just one of those guys, who unleashes the chaos and just sits back and watch it happen. Because I mean, Twitter completely blew up. I mean, Instagram completely blew up. It was full of Dhoni edits for the longest that I have seen so long. But yeah, I mean, it had to be. I think it was inevitable. I think Harsha Gokhale put in the best possible way. We all knew it was inevitable, but it just hits us different, because now that era of MSD, is it gone really? I mean, it's happened before, but you never know, because it's a very Dhoni thing to do. But I think this time he is much more serious about it, because I feel with the mega auctions is coming up, it just seems like the best possible moment for CSK as well as a franchise to let Dhoni be a retired mentor, maybe. I don't know what his role is going to be, but definitely it's going to be bringing back those, that. I mean, it just feels like it's going to bring back that era in Indian cricket where, you saw Virat Kohli being the leader and Dhoni being the guide. I think that's pretty much going to be the setup once again. And interesting as well, Faf du
Biggest
Plessis
question,
and
will Dhoni play?
that's another question now. Yeah, I mean, is that going to happen or not? Because I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. Could be an impact player as well, considering the fact that you might see. I mean, who knows? Maybe Ruturaj might just don the gloves. A lot of these things are still going to be,
Why Ruturaj? You
very
have so many
uncertain
other
tomorrow.
options. You have a Samir
You do,
Rizvi to
you
don
do.
the gloves.
Yeah, absolutely, you do. So you could be one of them, and I think interesting to see Rutraj and Faf as well. Just a couple of years back, it was where, maybe 3 years back, Faf and Rutraj were competing for the orange cap. Now they're going to be at the toss together. So it's going to be just a very, very, I think it was going to be very interesting anyway this season. It just made things a whole new level of interesting now.
Okay, because that changes a lot of things from what we spoke
Yeah.
last evening, right? The captaincy
Yeah.
change is a massive shift. We know Dhoni is there, but let's be honest, they'll give the responsibility to Ruturaj. It's not going to be like every decision will be made by Dhoni. It's going to be made by Ruturaj, because they want to see the trial and test period, is what I believe. In
Yeah.
my opinion, from whatever I can gather out of it, it's like a phase before mega auction, before they appoint the next captain. They want to see if this guy can stand up to the pressure, can perform well with the bat, and can manage the team. If he does well this season, then he gets the baton for the next 5 to 6 years for sure. And post the mega auction, definitely he'll be appointed the captain. If it fails miserably, that is, then after mega auction you'll see a new captain. So that's a risk they have taken, and they know. I mean, obviously, I think there's going to be a trial period for CSK, and I know one thing from this decision: they're not really aiming for that sixth trophy all out this season, because they trophies what this season is going to be a trial and test for the next possible next era of cricket, because I believe there's going to be no more mega auction after this mega auction. So they want to build a solid team after this. So they're very serious about it. It's a futuristic approach, but then it's hard to take it as a fan, at times that these decisions don't really
Yeah,
sit
it
well in the
is.
heart.
It is.
So I'll come to Sandeep Mani. Sandeep Mani, we saw this happened a couple of years ago as well, right? I mean, there was same emotion, same thing. One day before that KKR CSK game, Dhoni drops a bomb that Jadeja is the captain. But today, he drops yet another one. Do you see this decision being reversed like the last time around?
Yeah, I think the trend is going to continue. I think after the first 10 or so games, CSK will realize that probably Rituraj is not the way to go forward. And then before the mega auction, they'll appoint a young captain in the form of Dhoni once again. And I think he'll carry the baton for the next 5 to 10 years at least.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I think one thing is for very clear that the future of CSK is going to look very, very different to what we are seeing right now. New captain, new looks in the team. But Jaren, let's talk about the game we have in hand: RCB versus CSK in Chepauk. We did speak about this in glimpses here and there, but now we are just 24 hours, less than 24 hours away from the game, rather, and the day has finally arrived. How do you make of this game? Because this is the first game of the season. New captain is a massive factor here. Let's throw all the things which we spoke until today. New captain Ruturaj Gaikwad, he'll have to make the decisions with the 11 now. He'd want to make the right 11, right decisions. He's not like Dhoni. We knew, okay, Dhoni will give Rachin Ravindra this and that. But now with Ruturaj there, how do you see him? Because you've seen a little bit of him in the Asian games from Maharashtra here and there. He's a very calm, relaxed, chill guy, and he's got a very calm head on his brain as well. But is he tactically as astute as a Dhoni, and how do you see him go about it tomorrow?
Oh, I think to be tactically as astute as Dhoni is a long way. But I'll tell you, I think you're right about what you mentioned so far, right? I think Gaikwad does seem a very calm and collected captain. Now the question is really going to be the shoes that he's filling in, and that those are some massive, massive shoes that he has to fill in. And I think when it comes to CSK as well, for however long we've known Chennai Super Kings, the captain has been Dhoni. I think there was a brief stint in the Champions Trophy where Champions League rather, where you had Suresh Raina take the captaincy for a while and Dhoni wasn't 100% fit. But aside from that, and then the Jadeja debacle, the whole fiasco that happened, I think aside from that, it's been Dhoni. And even then, I don't think with Jadeja as well, it was not something the fans had gotten used to before. He was unceremoniously removed, and that everything had followed. But now, as Kapil
I
has
have a
said, right?
question for you here, Jaren. Now, you mentioned Jadeja's name. Do you think Jadeja is slightly feeling left out at this point? Like, you know what, Ruturaj Gaikwad, abhi abhi aaya banda team mein. It's like what, 3 years now. He's getting a captaincy ahead of. You already threw me out. Now he gets a captaincy ahead of me. Or even in the team, even someone like Ajinkya Rahane who just won the Ranji Trophy for them. And obviously he's not a captaincy candidate. There are a lot of people in
Jadeja
that
is
team.
obviously feeling left out. To answer your question, I think from a personal point of view, personal front, his wife is leading the charge in politics. His father is leading the charge in interviews, and finally, Rituraj Gaikwad is leading the charge in for the franchise.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
about it. That's well summed up. Jadeja is feeling left out at this point, and also to add to fact,
Yeah, I
like
was
the
just going to
biggest,
come back to this point when
yeah,
you talk about Gaikwad's captaincy. I think Kapil mentioned this, that Gaikwad still has a very I mean, he's still a successful captain in the form of he was the captain for the Asian Games squad. Even though the Indian team were strong favorites going into the Asian Games because we just had to
we
beat.
won, we won. We didn't win that Asian games, bro. We wanted some ranking or seed, right?
Yeah, no,
yeah, I
we won
think
the gold as well. We won the gold
Yeah,
medal
how
as
did
well.
we
we
win it?
won.
Is the question.
We only got to
We
play, I think, a couple of matches.
Yeah,
We
we
reached
Yeah,
went
the
on to
semi-finals
we
directly.
went on to defeat Nepal in the quarterfinals.
yeah, we went on to
Afghanistan,
defeat Nepal. We went
yeah,
on defeat. We didn't play against Afghanistan. We went on defeat Bangladesh, if I remember.
Bangladesh in the semifinals and finals. I think it was Sri Lanka.
Yeah, no, we didn't defeat Afghanistan. It was Afghanistan in the final. We didn't defeat Afghanistan because it was rained out and we won on seed
Yeah,
rankings.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
ridiculous rules. So either ways, we don't care about that right now. But
yeah, but I think
having said
he
that,
still has a gold. captaining a very rookie side in
But
form of
either
You know
ways,
what?
Uttarakhand.
let's not keep that aside. Let's talk about his captaincy credentials in Maharashtra. Whatever I've seen, he looks like a
Yeah,
decent captain. He looks like a guy who was the future of CSK. We knew he was the future of CSK. We spoke about it in the stream as well as he was
yeah.
going to be a success. He was going to be a successor for Dhoni, and I think he might also don the gloves this season, most likely, as Jaren already hinted. They are looking at a wicket-keeping option as a captain because they want to carry that legacy, everything around it. They believe wicket-keeping captains are successful doing that. So, but Jaren, talking about which, do you see his batting being affected here? Because that's a massive factor for CSK, right? CSK and Ruturaj, more than the captain, you'd want him to do well as a batter. Because if he fails as a batter, what's going to happen is that's going to put a lot of pressure on the other batters in the team. And he holds the, what do I say, the key for sustainability in CSK in terms of batting. Even if at all you have collapse, this guy is there in the other end, he can play spin well. Just add a bit of responsibility. You're captaining CSK, not captaining any mere franchise. That is not going to be easy for a youngster like say Rutraj Gaikwad in his first captaincy stint.
Yeah, that's going to be very crucial, right? And that was one of the big factors that you felt affected Jadeja as well. He just did not seem like himself as a player when he was a captain. And regardless of how Jadeja feels, we all know that Jadeja did struggle as a captain. I understand that he felt left out, but I think with Dhoni, that's the thing, right? You talk about how Dhoni has that feeling where, or you call it intuition, where he knows if a player is good, he's gonna back that player 100%. Doesn't matter how much you fail, or doesn't matter how many people want him out of the team. Shane Watson is a very good example for that. But I think that also means that if you don't have Dhoni's trust, then you don't have Dhoni's trust, and then he doesn't really go back to you. So that's pretty much. I generally felt that stint that Jadeja got was the end of his hopes as his captain for CSK. And I mean, it will take a lot out of him to prove. I'm also hearing reports that, as you mentioned, that this is for now. It is a plan that they're giving him the season to see how it goes, and then if that doesn't work out, then maybe come the mega auction, you might see CSK get a captaincy candidate into the team in the mega auction. They might be looking for a captain if they feel that Rutraj is not being able to, handle the pressure like you mentioned. So that's where tomorrow's match becomes a lot more interesting because you'll get to see the first glimpse of how Rutraj does as the captain of CSK and how he's able to handle the pressure.
So it's a very interesting question from Kapil as to who's going to keep wickets. As we mentioned, it could be Ruturaj, it could be Samir Rizvi. Multiple options they have. I think Dhoni has seen something for sure this season that maybe he can't keep wickets. Maybe that's a major factor why he might have decided to leave it out this time. What do you reckon about that, Sandipani? Because he just came off a knee surgery, and maybe his batting is not affected, but crouching and going up, it's not an easy thing, right? When you have a knee surgery and
Yeah.
everything, and that's going to be a hard task. And maybe Dhoni is not feeling that he can keep wickets. That could be a reason why he might have taken this decision. You reckon?
Yeah, maybe because keeping for 20 overs is a tedious task. I mean, Dhoni wasn't really batting way longer. I mean, if CSK were losing wickets early on, it was uncharacteristic Dhoni in the last season. We could see that he was demoting himself down the other because his knee was not giving in to play for more than 12 to 18 deliveries. But this time around with the knee surgery, I think his batting will be the main focus. I think he'll come back to being the Dhoni that we know and have seen over the last 4 or 5 years. At least try to give the team a boost towards the later end of the innings. But regarding the keeping, I also feel that he had really dropped. Dropped a hint that he won't be probably playing for the 14 games, mentioning the new role that he has in this. He'll be having. It was an advertisement, but jokes apart, I feel that if he is not 100% fit, I think he'll come in as an impact sub. That can be a possibility as well,
Impacts up as a batter.
because impact sub as a batter or probably come in. Yeah, I don't see him fielding. If he's not keeping, I don't see Dhoni being in the field.
Okay, interesting. I don't see him play all 14 games also in that case. So
Yeah,
that's a big call there. It gives Ruturaj better chance to perform like captain to give him more chance in India team. I think, yeah, obviously, if he does well here with CSK, why not? I mean, you are in contention to be India's captain as well. We'll talk about RCB now. On the other side of things, Jaren, uh, the team is stacked. We spoke about their strength. Their strength is going to be playing with fast bowlers, and tomorrow's game is in Chepauk. They don't really have the spin contingent. Let's be honest. And you know what Chennai is going to throw at them, right? They're going to throw in a very dry surface, most likely. If at all we're going to see anything with like what Chennai might do it, they're going to throw a dry surface. How do you see a team stack up for RCB for tomorrow's game?
Yeah, I think the biggest question once again is going to be who's going to be their spinner, and we spoke about this before as well. Is it going to be the likes of Karan Sharma, or is it going to be the likes of, Lomro? We really don't know about it, and that's where Royal Challengers Bangalore might be tempted to play someone like Will Jacks, fit him in somehow, or Glenn Maxwell's role becomes so much important. I mean, I think that's where that's another place that you feel RCB is going to be probably going to have Maxwell lead the spin contingent, and Maxwell can be a potent weapon. I know he's very underrated as a spinner, but over the past couple of years, he's done really well. Being that spinner for Australia, he's gotten key wickets for them. We saw that against India as well in that series where he was their best spinner. Adam Zampa obviously did well, but I think he was overshadowed for a few matches by Glenn Maxwell. So he's going to be their key. Now the question is, do they want to play a Will Jacks and maybe just bolster that, or do they trust someone like Karan Sharma, or someone like Lomro, and then maybe get that batter who can spin a little bit. So that's going to be interesting to see if that works out for them. Or maybe Faf du Plessis can ball leg spin.
Yeah.
No, I feel
But-
tomorrow for RCB, I think they're going to play all the three spinning options that you mentioned. I think Maxwell is a certainty for sure, but I also feel that they are going to play Karan Sharma and they are going to play Mahipal Lomro as well for tomorrow's game.
And Mike Dagger, you think?
Mike
Amongst
Dagger.
Michael or
Yeah.
Mayank Dagger, I don't know whether they'll be able to fit a Mayank Dagger.
I think
Dagger
they might just fit him at number 8, right? I mean, like they can play him at number 8, then have an impact sub fast bowler come in. So I think that really gives a balance.
Maybe
Because
because
it's not-
they the two fast bowlers sorted. I think Reece Topley and Mohammad Siraj are going to be the two.
you see Mohammad Siraj and Reece Topley starting, or you see Alzari Joseph or Lockie Ferguson instead of
No,
Reece Topley?
I see Reece Topley starting because I think he has been bought because of his new bowling abilities. And if Siraj and Topley, along with Maxwell, can provide a great start to RCB in the power plays, I think these three are going to be their bowling options for the power plays throughout the season.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I think we will talk about Virat Kohli here, Sandeepani. I mean, he's coming after 2 months break. How do you see him? Because he's energized for sure. He has a point to prove when it comes to World T20 selection as well. Where do you see him play, and how do you see him play this IPL?
I think it's going to be important for him. He has never been in short of runs in the IPL. Probably the only player that has probably overshadowed him in the IPL is Suresh Raina. Apart from that, I don't see any Indian batter or foreign batter coming in and really getting a hang over Virat Kohli or outshining Virat Kohli in any of the seasons. He hasn't had a spectacular season apart from the 2016 or the last season as well. He was on great form as well. But apart from those two seasons, we haven't seen Virat Kohli turn up and get those orange caps for fun. But as you said, he's going to be energized. He is going to come in, and he knows this time around RCB has the leeway of having too many finishers. If you talk about their batting in the lower order, they have the likes of Cameron Green, Glenn Maxwell, Dinesh Karthik, and even a Mahipal Lomro
One
can
name
come
you're
in.
missing is Anuj Rawat. He's been striking the ball well in that number 6, number 7 position recent past.
But with Rajat Patidar being fit, I don't see Anuj Rawat playing tomorrow.
I think Anuj Rawat can be an impact sub, right, for this team as a batter if you want.
But then again, you have to decide whether to use Anuj Rawat. Yeah, I think it's a fair enough point. I think Anuj Rawat can come in as an impact sub. Uh,
And also not
but-
forget there are some interesting names this year. I mean, we spoke about Anuj Rawat. The couple of names who's been like going around is one is Manoj Bandange, who's been a fierce hitter in the Syed Mustaqil Trophy for Karnataka, and one is Saurav Chauhan. I mean, this guy had a strike rate of 180 in the Syed Mustaqil Trophy. Where do you see?
Right.
Do you see these two coming in ahead of a Maipal Lomro or somewhere ahead of Anuj Rawat Jaren? Or anyone?
Yeah, I mean, I think for that you'll have to see how things go in the pre-season training camp that they have put. Whether Lomro's stocks have really fallen ever since he's come to RCB, like most players that have in the history of IPL entered RCB. But you'd have to say that I mean, of course, you guys are no CSK. It's understandable, but you have to say that you have to say that I think how the preseason tournament goes. I mean, the preseason training camp goes. That'll decide a lot of things, because you have to remember it's also a new coaching setup for them. The old coaches have gone, just like another RCB season. It's a new setup with the kind of expectations they have had. and whether these players have been able to translate that against the likes of RCB ballers as well, and whether they feel they are ready to go to the next level is a huge question. Now Manoj Bandange, I think is one name that I feel will sneak into the team if the lower order doesn't do well, because past couple of seasons for RCB, that's been a big problem for them. They've been very top heavy. Once Virat Kohli, Faf, and Glenn Maxwell are out, you suddenly see this team fall apart like a pack of cards, and that's been a big problem for them. So if they can they've gotten a lot more reinforcements now in the likes of Cam Green, in the likes of Will Jacks, in the likes of players. Aside from that, I think even Mayank Dagar, I felt like was a step towards that direction to try and maybe find an Indian player who can handle the bat at that stage. So I think those are the things now RCB will have to focus. If they can put that aside and if they can really put away their woes in the lower middle order, then this team can really start outbatting the
Right, right. I
oppositions,
mean,
because then
RCB,
Maxwell, Faf, Virat can go guns blazing and can trust that lower order will do a good job.
absolutely.
But
I think
also this
Hamilton,
time
you're
around,
right.
I think they have a lot of hitters. So I don't think if Dinesh Karthik does not have a season, or if Dinesh Karthik goes on to have a season like last time around where he was not really successful or did not have an impact, I think they can bring in a Anuj Rawat in place of Dinesh Karthik.
Yeah, I think it all depends on Dinesh Karthik's form. If Dinesh
Yeah.
Karthik has a good season, then I think he'll maintain that spot. Otherwise, Anuj Rawat is right up there.
And also, I
Let's
think we
talk.
Rajat Patidar will be back, so I think that will also strengthen their
Yeah,
batting core, the
yeah,
top four.
absolutely. I think top six looks good for RCB at this point. The only issue where they're going to find is who's going to be a number seven impact sub, and when it comes to spinner, where do they fit in that right spinner? With having said that, let's go to the fantasy side of things. Let's join the Boomer 11 fantasy contest for the day. I mean, RCB versus CSK. Let's start off, right? Who do you have, Sandeepani Jaren, as your wicket keeping choices? How do you see? Sandeepani, get to you first. Who do you have as your wicket keeping choice?
I think I'll have Dinesh Karthik because out of the 5 options, I think Dinesh Karthik is most likely to feature for the 40 overs.
Yeah, so Dinesh Karthik is your number one choice. Then,
We still have Raidu in there.
yeah, I think that's a
I think
glitch.
I would go for Raidu. I think he's going to be a power performer in a podcast. Do we get points for that?
Yeah, we do. But I think I'll go to have a Ruturaj Gaikwad to start off with. Just on the fact of things that, this guy has a point
Yeah,
to prove tomorrow.
same here. I feel Dinesh Karthik hasn't played as much cricket recently. And
Yeah.
since, I mean, I know Raidu might not keep, but since we can play around, play with that loophole, I think Raidu for sure for me as well. Sandhimani, have you changed your mind?
No, I don't see
I'm
what
taking
the
Virat
keepers. I
Kohli as
couldn't see the
well.
keepers.
I'm taking
Keep,
Virat Kohli
is
and
Ruturaj
Shivam
a
Dube as
keeper
well.
in this? No, right?
Sorry?
Is Ruturaj a keeper? No, I don't think he's a keeper here.
No, no,
No,
no,
no, he's
no.
not a keeper anywhere
Yeah,
because he's
I
not
think in the
definitely.
technically.
keeping options, I'm unsure if Devon Conway is going to start tomorrow because
He's not.
the
He's
form.
not. He's missing the season. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
I think the 4 foreign options that CSK will go for are Thikshana, Moin Ali, Daryl
Yeah.
Mitchell,
And
and I
Rachin
think
Ravindra.
Rachin Ravindra.
Yeah.
I just have a question for you guys here. Now, you mentioned about Rachan Ravindra and Daryl Mitchell and Moin Ali. That's three foreign slots taken and no Patirana in tomorrow's game, right? So,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
do you, who is the foreign overseas pacer, or do they play a foreign overseas pacer at all? Because I think Mustafizur Rahman is also slightly injured.
Yeah. I
No,
think
but
he
I
got a
think they'll just
blow on
pick
his head.
Thikshana. They'll just pick Thikshana and I think Deepak Chahar, Shardul Thakur, Tushar Deshpande, Mukesh Chaudhary. There are plenty of options. Simarjit Singh for the two pace Indian pacer options that they'll have to fill. I think they'll go for Thikshana. They'll have Jadeja. They'll have Moin Ali because Chepok. I think they are going to go with 3 spinners proper. And in case I feel they'll pick 2 out of Simarjit Singh, Mukesh Chaudhary, uh, and the other options that I just said, Deepak Chahar, Shardul Thakur, and Tushar Deshpande.
I think if
Yeah.
Mustafizur was available, they might go with him, and because he's the kind of bowler that Dhoni also likes. I know Dhoni's not the captain anymore, but then I still believe he calls some shots because he's got that, I wouldn't say Bravo-esque, but he does operate in that sense, where he trusts his slower balls, his cutters a lot more. And who
Shardul
knows,
Thakur-esque.
maybe who knows, Mustafizur Rahman might make his comeback as well under Chennai.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think one factor I also will consider for
But would you
CSK.
go with a Mustafizur Rahman ahead of a Thikshana?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, means it depends. I don't see Mustafizur. I only see one pacer playing. That's Patirana or Mustafizur, and I don't see Tikshana playing at all because I still think CSK's weak link for this IPL again is going to be their leg spin bowling
Specialist
department
player.
or the
Yeah.
mystery spin bowling department. Because last year they had a Tikshana who used to come and pick up wickets. If you have to play a Moeen Ali, that is. If you don't want to play a Moeen Ali, you know what? I'll sacrifice on a Moeen Ali and I'll play in a Tikshana. That's a bet you have to take. So it's
Okay.
a toss up between Moeen Ali and Rachin Ravindra, who you pick. And I think most likely you will pick a Rachin Ravindra because you need that batting at top. So once Rachin Ravindra turns back and you are having Daryl Mitchell because you spent 14 crores and I
Yeah.
think he's way too good of a player to be sitting on the bench. So Daryl
Hmm.
Mitchell at five, Daryl Mitchell at four rather. Then you'd have Shivam Dubey at five or Shivam Dubey at four. You can switch between them. At number three, again, it's going to be a very interesting call. Are you going to go in with Ajinkya Rahane? He's not been in good form, but I still think they're going to back him for this game and to put him at number three, see how he comes
Who is
up.
going
If
to open
Ajinkya
for
Rahane,
you? I think Gaikwad
Rutraj and
and
Rachin
Ravindra.
Ravindra.
Sachin Ravindra
Rachin
and
Ravindra.
Gaikwad. Yeah.
Gaikwad.
Gaikwad opens at number three. You're going to see Rahane at number four, Dubey at number five, Mitchell at number six, Jadeja, or at number six you can have a impact sub that is going to be Samir Rizvi slash whoever you're going to have, right? That's
I
going to
think
be very interesting.
Jadeja is going to come in at number
Or
6.
else, or else, if Dhoni is fit, Dhoni at six, then
Hmm.
Jadeja at seven, then eight, nine is Thakur and Cheher. Then you're gonna see possibly this is where things are gonna be very interesting. When Patirana is fit, Patirana at 10, then at 11 you can play a Tushar Deshpande slash Mukesh Chaudhary depending on however you want to go. So that is basically three spinners, three paces, actually four paces, and what two spinners in Jadeja and Moeen Ali. Or else, what I can do is over here bring in a Moeen Ali at six, Jadeja at seven, Dhoni at eight, then 9, 10 Shardul Thakur, Deepak Chair, then 11 you're gonna see most likely one of the pacers in Patilana. Then impact sub is going to be Tushar Deshpande again. So which means Moeen Ali is an extra spinning option with Jadeja.
But for
Otherwise, if
tomorrow,
Moeen
I
is not
think they
there,
are going to go four spinning options. I think Rachin Ravindra, Moeen Ali, Ravindra Jadeja, and obviously, I think Thikshana is going to play tomorrow. Only for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
Pathirana is not fit. I would rather have
So
him over
Tikshana will play
Mustafizur.
tomorrow. So Tikshana will play tomorrow for sure. So that is 100% sure. And but this is where problems get interesting also. So if Tikshana is playing, then how do you see the future? Like this is not going to be a right way for them to move. I'd rather say play in someone like a Prashant Solanki and see how things goes about
Hmm.
because he's not a long term option. Tikshana, you just make shifting him just for sake that you want an overseas player. You technically don't need an overseas player. You have to look at what is going to be your 11, what is going to be a structure of the 11. Don't
And
deviate from
and I
that.
think that will even allow them to have a foreign player or an overseas player as an impact sub. I think Mitchell
Exactly. So
Santner can come in depending on
yeah,
the
I think
situation.
not a bad option to try Mitchell Sandner over a Moeen Ali as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Gives you a lot more
Complete New Zealand
strength
squad.
in your
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Technically,
Yeah.
yes. I wish they had one more overseas New Zealand quickie. So then proper. I think they had Kugelline or someone at one stage. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
wrong.
Once. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that would have been perfect for them. I mean, perfect New Zealand team and a CSK New Zealand jersey with all three. I mean, they're all good New Zealand players, right? All three of them had a very good World Cup, and especially Daryl Mitchell. He's one player who we are excited. So let's come to RCB's 11. How do they stack up for you? I think it's going to be Virat Kohli, Faf, Rajat, Maxwell, Green, top five. Dinesh at six. And as I mentioned, it's going to be at seven. It's going to be between Lomoro slash Anuj Rawat slash Bandange. That's going to be interesting to see who plays that role, who's going to
I
get
think
that
for tomorrow
extended
it's going
run.
to be Lomror.
Maybe Lomro. Then at 8, I'm going to see Mayank Dagar. At 9, 9, 10, 11, I think for the first game, I see Topley starting primarily because of CSK's ground and that
Hmm.
cutters will come in handy. So Siraj and Topley takes 10, 11. Now the issues who plays number 9,
Karan
right? Number
Sharma. I
9
think Karan
is
Sharma will
going to
have
be
to
a
play number
spinner in my
9.
opinion.
Karan
Huh?
Sharma, yeah. Karan Sharma.
So I think for CSK's game, it's going to be a spinner. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I see Akash Deep starting at 9. Then you will see, most likely, you will see, you know what, Yash Dayal coming in as an impact sub or however you want to go. So that's how
Yeah.
they're going to stack up, most likely. And I think that's a decent team to have. I think it's going to be a very interesting contest. How do you see the pitch to play out? Guys, do you see a turning wicket or do you see
Oh
a
yeah.
decent shape of wicket?
No, I think it's going to be a turner. And I believe 150, 160 will become a very. I mean, I will be surprised if they don't make a turner, right? I mean, this is the one team that we have been beating for eons now, but just by giving them a turner. Like when they see the ball turn, their heads start to spin, they all crumble. From the great Gale to De Villiers, everyone has faltered here. So I believe it's going to be a turner. If it is not a turner, then I think that shows maybe CSK is looking at a different way of playing cricket altogether.
If
And
it is
that's
not a turner, then CSK is going to
I
lose.
mean, CSK necessarily did not need to have turners to win matches in the last 3 years. In
true.
2021, they did not need a turner. Last year
This
also,
time around
Chekhov
is
was
But
not
I
better.
turning
think
wickets.
this time around they would need, because if you compare the squad strength of CSK last year to this year, I think this year they are way more dependent on spinners,
Do
because
we have
the
any
No,
pace
that's
has.
visuals of what the pitch is
Cable
going to
is
be?
right about that. That's the one reason. That's the only reason I don't see CSK get a belt out of Turner is because they might feel they don't have the spinners, and that's the reason why they might have to look at their batting. But then CSK might also look at it in this way that since they don't have the spinners, they need a much more turning track than how they usually put out. Where
And
Theekshana
also
is
you
on
have to
form, you
take
need
into account
to.
that RCB also does not have proper spinners. So I think
Yeah,
Yeah. I
exactly.
all the
think
more
both
So
the
reason.
teams do not have a proper spinner. They have all round spinners. And
no, I
well,
think
well, CSK spinners are much more higher in pedigree with Jadeja
exactly
and
my
Moeen Ali.
point. I think if you give
But
them a turning track, Jadeja and Moeen Ali can be a threat. We've
but
seen
don't you
threat
think
Moeen Ali and
that's
Jadeja
not a
be
good thing
threatening
at
the
all?
innings.
Especially your spinners are
Yeah,
much more superior anyways, like what India
yeah,
did, right? Why don't you
yeah.
give a normal wicket? But I think that's good. That's going to really affect the fast bowlers as well. But if you give a decent
Precisely,
fast
that's the
bowling
reason
wicket, I
why.
don't think their fast bowlers are equipped enough. Let's be honest. CSK
Yeah,
doesn't have the best fast
and
bowling
you
department.
wanna
Shardul Thakur, Deepak Chahar,
curtail,
and
and you
Tushar
wanna
Deshpande
curtail
cannot
batters
be your
like.
fast bowlers. That looks like
Yeah,
a
I mean,
Mumbai Ranji team fast bowling. Let's be honest.
it is. But that's what won the IPL last time. So I have no issues. I'm not
Yeah,
complaining.
I mean, Tushar Deshpande and Patirana did. I mean,
You did
let's
not
be
have
very
the
honest.
services of the great Lord Shardul Thakur.
Yeah,
And
so
we have
Shardul Thakur is
we
here.
have Shardul
But you know
Thakur,
what?
who KKR tried to
See,
ruin.
that's what I'm trying to say. CSK did not win the last IPL by bowling at all. If you look
Bowling
at
at
CSK
all.
bowling,
No,
they
no
were
way.
possibly
God.
one of the crappiest bowling units out there. They took wickets, yes.
Absolutely.
They outbatted
Absolutely.
teams. Let's be honest. 15 overs, 174 in the final. A lot of teams don't get it right. You have to
Yeah.
be at your absolute best to do it, and you consider 220 in the final also, and you still went on to win because of your batting. So that's what CSK did. So that's an
Yeah.
exception. They had batting till number 8, right? And they had everybody chipping in. And I think
Yeah.
once again, Shivam Dubey, massive year for him. I think from Indian team perspective as well, he's there in the radar now. So if he has a good IPL and against RCB, he loves playing, right? I
If
think
he
in the
has a
last
good
three knocks,
IPL and if Pandya does not have a good IPL, do you slot him in for the T20 World Cup?
Rohit Sharma might be the bad guy here. You know what? Pandya, take the sack.
He's
Sit
like,
back. I'll give
"बहुत
you the
हो
hug now.
गया." Yeah, I mean, that was the best hug I've ever seen. It's beautiful, very
Yeah.
warm,
I saw that
very.
hug and I met enough people in my life to understand
So
what is an awkward
exactly.
situation like.
I'll tell you what, there was a very interesting Twitter comment that I'd seen a few weeks back. It was like this guy, some random guy out of nowhere was like, now there's gonna be the training camp. Hardik Pandya is going to hug Rohit Sharma. They're going to share a laugh. And then Emma is going to edit it and put it on the social media. If I can find that, I'll send it to you guys.
I think Hardik Pandya can create a separate team. The way he's lobbying players to focus on the
No,
IPL,
no,
I
I
think
mean,
he
that's
can
not
lobby
possible.
and get a India A for the T20 World Cup as well.
Please,
Probably India can field
anybody,
in two teams.
it's not possible because where will he get the money from?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But for me, I think at this point, what, especially for Shivam Dubey, right, talking about that factor, I think Shivam Dubey is slightly higher on the pedestrian when it comes to his batting ability. But
Hmm.
all round ability as a bowler is where Hardik Pandya will get that edge. And I think he's a
Yeah.
vice captain already. He's already been named the vice captain, if I'm not wrong, by Jay Shah.
He is, he is, he is.
He is,
Yeah.
right? So I
Yeah.
think he gets the nod ahead invariably. And
I mean, it
I
won't be the first vice captain and captain who don't like
let's
each
be
other.
very
That's
honest.
Dhoni and
Whatever we are
Gambhir before.
criticizing of Hardik Pandya, the guy has delivered in big matches. Like whenever
He
we
has.
wanted him, he has delivered in big matches, like big
Like
matches.
2017 Champions Trophy finals, delivered
Yeah.
by running out Jadeja.
I mean, Jadeja ran him out, right? Not
Jadeja
running.
ran him out.
Jadeja ran him out.
Yeah, the other way around. Yeah.
Yeah,
That is Jadeja delivering.
Asia Cup 22, World Cup 22 with Virat Kohli partnership. I can give multiple. Asia Cup recently.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
he
yeah.
lost to
He
I think
has
the World
been a
Cup
great asset.
semi-finals as well. He
Yeah,
was the
World Cup
one who
semi-final.
pushed
I
India to
mean, it's been
160.
not his mistake. The team has ended up in losing calls, but this guy's been one of the lone warriors for us. I
Yeah.
think even in this World Cup, the 50 over
He's the
World Cup,
Babar Azam of Team India.
I mean, dude, this guy has not played like Babar
He's
Azam
the
at all.
opposite of Babar
He's
Azam.
just Babar
No,
Azam.
but I mean, I'm saying Pakistan goes on to lose whenever Babar Azam gets a brilliant
There's a
contribution in.
difference of a guy playing a non-impactful knocks and losing for his own cause when a guy plays a striker of 170 and losing. That's two different stories.
But I
Wait, you
think
remember
the
Babar,
bond
right?
that
Babar is the
Hardik
one who
Pandya
played at
shares with
170,
Dhoni, I
right?
think he would have probably gone in and had his way about how to use Shivam Dube this season.
I think Babar is the one who plays at 170, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about Babar Azam only
Yeah,
170. Who
yeah.
else?
I mean, he got picked up.
20.
I mean, he got picked up in the 100. Oh, sorry, he did not get picked up in the 100
Yeah,
draft.
not
Imad
not to
Wasim.
not to.
Imad Wasim got picked up. Imad Wasim,
The guy who
part-time cricketer
smoked.
and full-time gossip columnist. He got picked up.
No, part-time cricketer, full-time smoker. The guy was smoking in the PSL final, man. Literally.
But still
What
came
is
up
that
and picked
league?
up a 5 wicket haul. How many of you guys
Bro,
can do that?
bro, what a swagger. Sitting on the dressing room smoking while this thing is going on. Guy is whole other level, man. That's
Coming,
Also,
PSL
picking up
sports.
five
smoking was
wickets.
only allowed in Pakistani
Can you guys
dressing room.
now? Can you guys really put to rest RCB is the most unlucky team because Multan Sultan have lost three titles in a row, like in the final. Like, is there any more worse thing than that? And two
I
of the
think
finals by last ball.
I think they were a bit unlucky. I think they were really unlucky this time around because they had Babar
Let's be
Azam. And
honest.
Babar Azam
If
was a
RCB
winner.
unlucky, this team is the epitome of unlucky, bro. 3 years in a row. Like, you can't get worse than that, bro.
Exactly. RCB, see, that's a point even. Unlucky is when you put in, you get the right team, you have the right cricket philosophy, and then you end up winning. I mean, losing by such a small margin. Unlucky is not when you don't buy fast bowlers, and behave like they don't exist in the auction, and then say that you do not win. Okay, there's a
I
difference.
think
Come on.
RCB bought too many fast bowlers. The question is unlucky
This
is
time
when
around, they don't have spinners.
they don't have
This
spinners.
time
That's the
around,
whole
they don't have
point. Yeah,
spinners.
fast bowlers. So they have some 9, 10 fast bowlers. I counted 10 fast bowlers. I don't even know
See,
what even those
honestly,
are.
to be very
I think
fair,
this
I
time
don't
around,
see
though,
I
either
think
of the
the
teams playing
CSK
tomorrow make
and
it to the
RCB
top
have
4.
10 fast bowlers. CSK have 10 fast bowlers as well. Hunger Gaker. Why are we forgetting him? That guy's there in the bench. Simarjit Singh. Like, that dude is there in the bench, bro. Like, who is that guy?
I
Like, these
think
guys are
he'll
Mukesh
play when he is
Chaudhary, bro.
30 years
Mukesh
old.
Chaudhary,
Hasn't
literally.
Simarjit Singh like won 2 IPLs by just sitting on the bench? I think he's
Yeah,
been
No,
there.
yeah,
I
he
think
did.
he played. He
One
played
he did.
in the
One he did.
last IPL. Yeah.
Yeah, one he did. I'll pull the CSK squad for you. It's a very interesting team, right? Look at that team and look at the number of fast bowlers there. Sorry, this is RCB. Sorry, I'll just pull the CSK team for you. CSK team's fast bowling. Just counted the number of fast bowlers they have, and you let me know what on earth are they planting there. Like, are they even going to play at any stage in their career, or can we just trade some Hunger Gaker or someone in? Look at the fast ball. I'll just count. Okay, one with Mukesh Chaudhary, two with
To add
Mustafizur.
to that, they traded in Shardul Thakur as well.
They didn't trade him.
Exactly.
They
They
didn't trade
have.
him.
I think we're missing one. I think Hungary. Just add Hungary also into this list because
Yeah.
Hungary is there in the list. One, that's Hungary one. Then who else is fast bowler in the left hand column? Shivam Dube. Can you call him as fast bowler?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
want to call him
Medium pacer. Yeah.
Medium
medium
Against
pacer.
pacer?
Hardik Pandya.
That's two fast bowlers. Daryl Mitchell
Daryl
is a medium
Mitchell.
pacer.
Yeah.
That's three. Four Shardul, five Deepak, six Dushar Deshpande, seven Patirana, eight Simarjit
You only
Singh,
have fast bowlers left.
10, 11 fast bowlers. This is a CSK team I'm talking about.
I would
Let's
consider
count,
Thikshana as well. I think Thikshana has the
let's
abilities
count
to be a
RCB
fast
now. Let's
bowler.
count RCB. Let's count RCB. This is
Well,
fun.
Thikshana does
We're
ball
counting
as
fast
fast
bowlers
as
tonight.
Stuart
This is
Billy does.
interesting. This is a battle of fast bowlers. On the right hand side, you only see fast bowlers, huh? Don't even
Yeah.
get that stat. So we'll
1,
start. I
2,
think
3,
Manoj
4.
Bandange balls. Oh, Cameron Green number one.
Yeah.
Whereas Suresh Prabhudesai balls medium pace. Two.
2,
Number three, Manoj Bandange is a medium pacer. Three.
3,
Four,
Vaishak.
Vaishak Vijay Kumar. We're not spoken about him at all. 4,
4.
5, 6, 7,
Yeah, I
8,
think it is going to be a toss up between
9,
Akash
10,
and
11,
Vaishak.
12. RCB win by 1. Woo! We go.
Yes, RCB once again looking for such small victories.
And
They can't
honestly,
get
to
it.
put it, I don't see either of the
Bro,
teams
can
playing
you
tomorrow
believe
making it to
in
the top 4.
25 member squad, your 12 people are fast
Wait,
bowlers.
wait. I have to address this. You see KKR getting in the top 4.
Did I say that?
I
Did
think
I
you're
say
talking about
that?
flipping the
Did
table.
I say that? I
I
think
think
KKR has a well balanced side. We'll see
Bro,
once the group
we're
stage is
not even
over.
talking about balance. KKR doesn't have fast bowler. That's a different thing.
yeah. I
Come on,
think
Mitchell
KKR,
Stark, 25
both Chennai
crores.
and RCB are together paying
Bro, 125 crore. Who else do they have? Who's your third
Harshit
pacer? Tell
Rana,
me.
Vaibhav Arora,
Yeah, yeah.
Saqib
Let's just stop.
Hussain,
Who? Who's
Saqib
he?
Hussain,
Who's that guy?
Harshit Rana, Vaibhav Arora.
We spoke
Yeah,
about
come
him
on, yeah,
yesterday
that's
as
rude.
well.
I can say the same about, say, Vaishak. No, well, Vaishak has played more.
Bro, you can't say same thing about Akash Deep or yes. But yesterday you still can say because he went for 5 sixers. But other than
I
that,
think
I don't know.
Yasdal is in the team so that Rinku Singh can once again smash
Oh,
him
bro,
for another
yeah.
five
This time I
sixes.
have to be careful of RCB versus KKR. Bro, damn.
The actual
Even if you were
rivalry.
in
Bro,
Bangalore,
did
don't
you
come to
see
meet me
one of the
because
shots which
clearly we have
Mitchell
seen
Stark got
whenever
hit
Abel
by
has met
Rinku Singh?
me,
Bro,
RCB has gone on
I'm
tours.
saying very honestly, if KKR will qualify into playoffs, it'll be because of Rinku Singh. I just saw few hits that he hit on open net session on a practice game. Bro, he was
Mm-hmm.
smashing Mitchell Stark like he was yes there. He went on the ground and like
I
clocked
think
him over square leg.
I think he's the first ever Indian to be born with the gene that allows you to play left arm paces.
Bro,
And I
that
think he
was
was robbed of the
crazy
best
hitting.
emerging player in the last season as well. I
So
think
I
he
think
deserved it.
KKR have a serious chance this year. Not like other seasons. Other season I was not even sure. This year KKR has a serious chance because if they give a turning track with Rinku in form, with Shreyas in form with a point to prove, and with Phil Salt, I think they're a serious
Sunil
chance.
Narayan, Varun Chakravarti, Suyash Sharma will
I think
spin the
yes,
wave as well.
KKR for me is a top four player, top four team. Like very
Yeah.
interesting. They'll make it to the
I
top
don't
four.
feel the same about RCB and CSK,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I personally don't feel the same about RCB. I'm being very honest here. RCB will have to do well depending on their conditions and pace bowling. But KKR will play with the strength. CSK, till yesterday, I was 100% sure. I'll put 80% sure today because of Ruturaj. I'm not sure how he's going to captain. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
We have
yeah.
to give that, take away that 20%. That's a massive 20%.
I also feel like with what you mentioned Abel earlier as well, is that I feel like Chennai are also looking at the next year now in 2025 and how Chennai without Dhoni, that's what their this whole
Yeah,
team is
that's
on.
what they're looking at. They're ready to
Yeah.
sacrifice this IPL for all the
Yeah.
next 10 years, right? They want,
Yeah. I mean RCB
it's
can
not
take
a
it.
1 year plan. And that's very unlike Chennai. Let's be honest. Chennai doesn't
Yeah.
look at future plans. They always look at the immediate goal, right? This is a team for this season. Like 2018, when they came, they're like,
I
we are
mean
winning this season. We don't care about the
Rana
future.
left a while ago. They haven't even thought about how to replace Rana. They've been picking up every player who can
I
bat at
think
number three, number four
if you look
since
this
then.
season particularly, it's been a very different CSK approach. Rachin Ravindra,
Mm.
Samir Rizvi, Daryl Mitchell, everybody is like a backup for the future. So I think that's where
Mm.
CSK's mindset has been for the future. And I think Patirana, for that matter, is also a futuristic option. So I think that's where they're looking at. CSK has turned around and they are looking at future in a very, very graceful way other than their competitors in Mumbai Indians. They looked at the future in a very different way. But that's how every corporate does. You are very ruthless
Very
and
corporate, yeah. Sorry,
very,
sir.
very cooperative. But let's
Sorry,
be
sir.
honest,
Someone
if
named.
you're part of any top brass corporate, you know that the
Yeah.
CEOs get removed overnight and be like, this guy's already
I
ready. So
think
that's how it
for
is.
Team India in the T20 World Cup as well, 6 or 7 of the players from Mumbai Indians are going to feature in the first top. I mean,
I don't think six or
first game.
seven. I can pick out three, like four of them. That is Surya, Rohit, Hardik. So that's pretty much it.
Bumrah.
Nobody else. That's
Bumrah.
what. Yeah, Bumrah. Add Bumrah. Four of them. So that's it. Surya, Rohit, Hardik, and Bumrah. Four of them. So that's it. I don't see anybody else. Other two, Tilak and Ishan. Bro, waste of time for me then.
I
Waste
think
of time for me now. Waste of time for me.
Ishan being
Because
selected or not, a lot of it depends on Rituraj, how he performs, on Rishabh Pant, how he's making his comeback, how that goes.
so I
A
know one
lot of
thing
that
for
comes
sure.
in.
I know one thing for sure. There is no Ruturaj Gaikwad. There is
Yeah.
no Ishan Kishan. There is no Sanju Samson in this team. Because the outside shout for right now is KL Rahul because he's going to be batting at number 5. Jitesh
Hmm.
Sharma, KL Rahul, and if Sanju decides to bat at number 4, number 5. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
But
no
I
one
think
else.
Sanju hasn't really gotten the opportunities. We were very vocal about it, but whatever opportunities he has gotten, he
No,
hasn't been able to
I think we should
really
not keep that
convert it.
discussion now. We'll talk about it later because that's
For
not
for
the
the
reason
next
why we're here.
Rajasthan Royals
This
game.
is the issue, man. When we're here for IPL, we talk about Indian team. When we're here there for Indian team, we talk about IPL. Stop doing this. This is not what I want to do. So,
Sure, sir.
what do you think? You mentioned the average score will be 160 tomorrow. I'm thinking it's going to be a 170 pitch tomorrow. 170,
Yeah.
175 pitch. So,
I,
I
I
think
I
think
think fresh wickets. I think it will be more than 170.
interesting. So, yeah. So, should we pick the fantasy team now?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
We're the fantasy team because we're a lot of discuss. Okay, just a minute. I'll just open the screens.
So when are you changing your RCB colors? Oh, you guys are no more black. Are you
I
buying a
think
new
I'm not
jersey?
wearing this anymore. This is my only day I'm wearing this.
You're gonna be seeing Abel in his Argentina t-shirt every RCB
No,
game.
no, Abel is going to come with the same jersey tomorrow as well because I have a feeling that RCB is going to topple CSK tomorrow.
Wow.
But I'm not wearing
Wow.
the jersey, bro. I've taken that superstition out. Just stop this nonsense. I'm gonna wear whatever I feel like. जो भी है कपड़ा because जो पहना उस वक्त नहीं जीता अभी नहीं पहनूंगा. देखते हैं जीतते हैं कि नहीं. And I have my
Abel,
emergency
you
buzzer
wore the
jersey.
jersey when you came to see KKR versus RCB, right?
Yeah, that's a
No.
mistake. No, after that you took away the spell. I should have never worn it. Okay, we'll choose a team now. So we are going with Dinesh Karthik as keeper as we mentioned. No Dhoni,
Yeah.
100%.
No Dhoni.
No Dhoni.
Hurts me to say that, but yeah, no Dhoni.
Dhoni is a fantasy player, doesn't give you points anyways.
Actually.
Ruturaj Gaikwad as your batting option. Do you have a Darren Mitchell in your team?
Yeah. Yeah, I think yes. For
I think I
tomorrow,
would
yeah.
also have a Shivam Dubey. Yeah.
Shivam Dubey. Yeah, Shivam Dubey. I'm very tempted to go for someone like a Sheikh Rashid. I don't know why. I don't even know he'd play.
I have to go
Okay,
for
batting.
He
Kohli.
will come in as a substitute. He's
Okay, so
always
we are
done that
taking
since
one
70.
wicket keeper, two batters already.
I
So
think
we have
Rachin Ravindra for sure because if it's a turning
Rashida
track,
comes
he
all
wins.
rounders, right? So that's fine.
Yeah.
So we'll go with
I
Virat
think you have
Kohli.
to
Yeah?
pick up Faf Duplessis as well because he's a very good starter of a tournament.
Yeah. Faf and Virat both, I think.
And Faf in Chennai is a good option.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I
that is
wish he
where.
was
Patidar, no Patidar?
No Patidar. I
No,
think for
I don't
tomorrow,
really trust Patidar, yeah.
Rahane? What do you guys think?
no.
Why? But why Faf?
I'm not sure whether Rahane is going to start.
Okay, interesting. So we'll go to the all rounders now. So we're going with four batters here. Now we go to the all rounders slots because this is where things can be slightly spicier. I think I'll
I
go
think
with
he'll have to pick Jadeja.
Jadeja for sure. Cam Green for sure.
Maxwell for sure.
Yeah, and Maxwell as well. He's been.
Rachin Ravindra. No. So that is we've already got 9 players.
Yeah.
We got 4 options left. I
I
think
think
it's a
now the
good
question
balance.
is, should we go for Cam Green or Rachin Ravindra because two big players? I mean, I think Cam Green
I
because
think
he's
you have
a better
Ravindra
one.
Jadeja, so I think that nullifies the.
Yeah.
Uh, no, well, let's go to the ballers, right? This is where things get interesting because this is where the issue is. Now,
I think you
I
can
think
pick
I
up
will have
Deepak
a
Chahar
Deepak
for
Chahar.
tomorrow.
Yeah, Deepak
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chahar.
Deepak
Depending on
Chahar.
Deepak Chahar. I'll have a Siraj. No, I
Yeah.
think
No.
I'll go with a top league.
Actually, top league, correct. Top league. I mean, Siraj, don't think tomorrow, yeah.
So we have one more option. I think I'll go with Tikshana. No, I think Shardul Thakur.
No,
Shardul
Thikshana.
Thakur.
Thikshana is a better bet.
I
Well, you can
believe
go with
Shardul
Shardul Thakur because
I
I
feel
think
Tikshana is really not himself, and Shardul Thakur plays differently when he's under Dhoni. And I'm
I
not
think
saying
we
that
can go for
because of
Shardul
Tikshana.
Thakur and Tikshana.
No, we can't. We have
Oh,
selected
sorry.
10.
We have already done?
yeah.
Okay, what's the
Yeah,
combination?
I think you can go for Shardul Thakur instead
instead
of
of Tikshana.
Thikshana.
Okay, wait. What's the, okay, correct. We picked up 3 all rounders, correct. So it's the team combination is 1-4-3-3. Or yeah, that's like a football formation, bro.
Yeah, right. Dinesh Karthik in goal, keeping, and then you've
Yeah.
got.
Bro, that's a decent formation, bro. That's a decent formation. Let's go. I've got my center forward as Topley and my midfield with what the F am I talking? Like literally, let's be honest. That looks ridiculous. But we'll take a screenshot of this. If you wanna take a screenshot of it, take it because this is the Boomer 11 team for this year's first game, and you know who to really trust upon when it comes to fantasy prediction. If you get it flop with this team, Sandeepan is the first person you should approach, asking "Mera kaisa?"
No, I'd just suggest instead of Thikshana go with Shardul Thakur because I think he'll bowl in the death overs and he can contribute with the bat coming in at number 8 as well.
Interesting. I think that's a very good option. Take your screenshots right now if you haven't already. If you want to like get your helps when it comes to making a team. So we've made Tikshana. So Tikshana instead of Shardul Thakur is what he says
Yeah.
because of that extra bit of he brings in that X factorness.
Ammunition with the bat. Lord, after all.
I mean, do we have Mahesh Tikshana? Right, we have Tikshana. Yeah. we
Yeah,
have
I'm
Tikshana.
saying Shardul instead of Thikshana.
Oh, is it okay? Fine, fair. We'll remove him then from the team. But I'm also very tempted to go for someone like Hunger Gaker for some
Hunger
reason.
Gaker is not playing, bro, tomorrow. He is neither playing nor coming in as a substitute.
Okay, Shardul Thakur there. So
Yeah.
interesting
Now I
team.
think if you lose with this team, you can come and contact Jerin and obviously me.
What is this blame game? He made him talk to you, you to me. I have been keep quiet this whole time. I frankly, as long as Chennai wins, if this team
No, I
doesn't do
think
well,
I no,
come face
I
me.
think if this team does not do well, you can only blame Abel because we have picked up 6 players from RCB.
Oh, you guys mentioned those 6 players. I didn't even pick any 6 players of these. Okay, let's pick the captain now. Very important time of the day.
See,
I
captaincy
think
picks is
Staff and
depends
Gaikwad.
on, yeah. It depends on what actually. I think for tomorrow's game, I think all rounders would be more suitable for captaincy
So
and vice
Jadeja is your
captaincy.
captain.
So the reason I
No,
say Faf and Gaikwad is because I feel openers will have a huge role to play tomorrow.
Huh. Very CSK fan like thing.
no, I
Yeah,
think
I mean,
Gaikwad is going to fail. I have this feeling.
very KKR like thing to say.
Yeah, whenever KKR has played the first game with CSK, Gaikwad has failed. I think it has been one
It's
time
okay.
only.
It's
You
fine.
mentioned Faf as your captain, right?
Yeah.
Faf is a captain, then Gaikwad is a vice captain.
I think I'll go for Maxwell as a vice captain and anybody as a captain. I mean, captaincy, vice
I
captaincy, you
think
guys can
Maxwell is
pick for
not a bad
yourself.
option. Huh? Maxwell as a vice captain is what even I thought. Maxwell is
Hmm.
vice captain and captaincy. I'd like to give to Jadeja.
Yeah, fair enough. That also
Jadeja
works.
will be a risky call for captaincy, if you ask
I
me.
Or
think he'll do
Dubé,
well with the
Dubé.
ball.
I think Dubé with his track record against RCB.
No, but that will be a very left field call if you're captain
Yeah.
making Dubé the captain in a team that has Duplessis, Kohli, Gaikwad. I think it's too much of a
Well,
trust in him.
but I know what. Let's take the punt and go with Gaikwad as a captain.
Sure.
New boy.
I mean, if your captain and vice captain fails, contact Abel. If your team fails, come and contact me.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm
So
safe.
that is my team. You know what to do. This is my team. If you want, you guys can take a screenshot. This is our team, Boomer 11 team. You see L Spartan there. That's my account. Don't worry. This is a team for the day. So you guys know that we have made a team for you, so that you guys can take our help and also win in fantasy contests. That's the whole point. We help you to win,
Are we
and
going to continue this segment throughout?
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna keep it every day.
Okay.
Every day after the game, we're gonna see a fantasy prediction for the next day. So it's a Boomer 11 fantasy thing. We're a fantasy app at the end of the day. We promote our app everywhere. So we're not gonna promote it and promote random Pepsi and chips and all in the stream. We promote our own app. We promote our Telegram channel. That's what we do.
I wish I had
And
a Pepsi in my hand.
yeah, don't drink Pepsi, guys. Generally speaking, be healthy. Drink water or something.
Yeah, I mean, be
Drink
like Abel, mix Tropicana with you know what.
what? See,
We'll be back
topic.
tomorrow,
You will
I
need to
think, with
ask
the
the guy who
post-match.
just came from Goa as to what the right combinations are, not me.
I think.
I think I did not
Uh,
drink anything in Goa.
You drank chai. Chai is the best thing to drink in
A
Goa.
bit of
Okay.
I'm
carbo,
sure
maybe.
he did not drink anything in Goa except for a few drinks.
Yeah.
Sandipani was just drinking, no water, neat. Sandipani is a neat guy.
Yeah. Okay,
Well,
so
then I
I
think
think that's
we'll.
about from us from today's
Yeah.
video. We're already 12. We just wanted to be the next day, so we come to the IPL day by entering into it, but I don't think we have any more energy. We have to be back tomorrow. I think we'll be back tomorrow after the game, right? What do you want to do before the
Yeah,
game as well?
After the
absolutely.
game.
I think if Chennai wins for sure, if not, they can get.
I think we'll
Either
come
ways, I
after the
don't
game.
really.
We'll.
I'm really
I think we'll
enjoying
do a
IPL.
post
To be
match
honest,
and
this
we'll.
year, I don't even know. I'm really enjoying IPL as a neutral.
As a neutral, says a guy who's wearing an RCB jersey. The only guy who's wearing a jersey.
It's just for fun, guys. I like Qatar Airways. Qatar Airways, if you're watching, do not forget to sponsor us. We promote your airline like nobody else.
Do you want to
Best
also
airline in the
turn around
world.
and show Geo and Happylo?
Happylo. I don't know what brand. It's a chocolate brand, right? Yeah, Happylo is a very good chocolate company. Never had it, but I'm sure you guys are damn good. And Geo, I use Geo SIM. IPL तो मैं देखता ही हूँ. So
Too much,
everything. Puma wear very comfy. Whoever is watching this video, I promoted your jersey more than RCB did. So,
Pay
You do
us.
realize RCB absolutely spent millions
do
because
you
Aaron
remember the
Walker
time when RCB had all booze brands, which Sandeep loves on their shirt?
yeah, but Sandeep was an RCB supporter back then, but then Biju Mama left and he felt bad. He had to.
Sandeep still uses Nokia phone for a reason, bro.
I'm using a Samsung phone, bro. Don't
Hi, Boomer
spread the
11 team.
rumors.
SS Vlogs have texted us. Hi, SS Vlogs. I hope you're doing good. I hope you have made your
Fantasy team. Yeah.
fantasy team on Telegram. Get into our Telegram contest, and we just give you some fantasy tips as well. And a lot of banter here and there. Amongst all this, we just gave fantasy team.
I think
Do
we'll
not
be
forget-
back with a lot of banter because either of you is going to be unhappy at the end of the day. So we are
See,
going
bro,
to
I told you, I am neutral, bro. I am like chill. Like win,
Nothing like that, you know,
loss,
a WPL title should not make you chill.
bro.
You
Let me
should
just
still
enjoy.
strive for that IPL title.
Royal Challengers Bengaluru. We just chill. Yep,
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Yes, SS Vlogs. Have a good day.
I
Good
think
night,
it's
all
Chilling
of
for
you.
16 years.
How do you say it?
La, la,
I
la,
saw
la,
a video
Leo.
today which said that IPL is a competition where 9 teams compete for a trophy and RCB competes to win hearts.
Bro, we are more than
They will
just a
Ace Cup
team.
naam de or what?
Let's be honest. Best
Yeah.
marketing, best branding, best
Yeah, I think
jersey.
Virat Kohli himself has said it. If there was a competition, social media, RCB
We are a
wins it.
brand. We are a
Absolutely.
cult, bro.
I love Mr.
Bro, we
Nash.
broke the record. By the way, IPL 2023 at 1.6 crore watching. An unboxing of RCB at 1.8 crore watching. Live watching. Game over.
Good for you.
Game over. That's it.
Plenty of useless people.
We are
in
more
the
than
world.
the competition itself. That's it. We don't need a trophy, bro.
I
We
think
just
a lot of joblessness right now.
So if you guys win a trophy, will you be returning it? So Mumbai Indians are
Who you
giving it
talking
up
about?
Instagram.
Yeah, if you win a trophy,
I
we'll
think
just
Abel, you
put
should
it-
be happy when
Ah,
we have 1.8k live watching, not when RCB has 1.8 crore unboxing in the
bro, this is
unboxing
where
video.
this is where it happens. You know, I'm manifesting it. This IPL, we're gonna cross 8,000 subscribers. Guys, you're watching this. Subscribe right now. 8,000 subscribers is a target for the IPL, and 10 at the end of World Cup, and 15 at the end of Euros, and 20 at the end of Champions League. I don't
I
know,
like
no,
it.
no,
I
no,
like, I like the
20 at the end of
optimism.
20 at the end of year. So 15,000. I'm not arguing for big, right? I want 1 million subscribers by next IPL. That's what I'm asking.
Wow, that's so small. So less.
I think Abel, you should ask this at the start of the live because honestly, I don't feel a lot of people will be watching after
See,
the
from tomorrow
57th
onwards,
minute.
you're going to see a scroller go through. Okay? And Sandeepani, you know, if you get 1 million subscribers, Sandeepani dances shirtless. Whoever is excited to see Sandeepani dance shirtless, go ahead, subscribe the channel, and have a good night, all of you.
Good night, guys.
Good night.